Yeah, I just hit it. It's on. We on. We on. What is up, everybody? You know, Yella just made a food run, so he got to eat. He's always making a food run. I don't know how he's always finding the time for a food run, but if you've been on Twitch, you know he's a runner, a food runner, a food track star. Boy,
he's a runner. He's a fat star.
I like that one.
He can run away to the salad bar. He can run away from the salad bar.
Yeah, man. Oh, I need to find something in the background, man. Hold up. What's this?
You
need some
ain't
background music.
The natural setup. Come on, man. Let's get something though while we waiting on the people. Man. Let's get a reaction or something going. But rest react. How about that?
That's Bree. These are Bree songs. So I Bree got songs in here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Who y'all's Michael Cole? Shoot. It's a great question. What up, Shags? How you feeling, bro?
We're both color commentary. that's right. Neither one of us is play by play. We're both color commentary.
Dang, I don't have nothing good. But yeah, man, I got some questions for Yella, man. You know, we like to talk wrestling here and there, so we're gonna chop it up quick little bit. Especially 3 names, 2 boxes. Pause. Now let me see what this song is real quick. I just need some non-blandness in the background since we ain't got a video. But man, listen. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it, man. I got a ton of questions for you, but I ain't got a ton of time. So I want to ask you, man, the YS6 implementation. How do you think that's been handled? Because a lot of people love it. I like it somewhat, but people started complaining about them taking their masks off. And when they did the picture on, was it Twitter, X, whatever, that. Let me see. What do you think about how they rolled that out? Okay, that'll work.
I was like, what the hell is that noise?
I needed something in my ear. Fair.
So I'm kind of with you, right? I like it. I like it a lot. How did he survive? I like it a lot. The unfortunate part is that the people complaining are gonna complain, right? Like you're gonna find these wrestling fans are some of the worst. So people gonna have a complaint about anything. They can't wrestle in the mask,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And we know who they are, right? And we know who they are. Like their previous characters. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they are. It's not like the gimmick is they are those people. The gimmick is we know who they are.
Yeah, I know. Chad Gable, he did get beat down, and he was right back up like the next day. It was crazy, man. I don't like that's the kind of stuff I don't like the believability factor. They don't play it towards believability. Everybody was laid out. There was no like follow up to that. All the bodies laying around. There was like no real follow up, and they're just like coming in and out of arenas. It's kind of weird for me. It's like that's not really believable that there's no like protective measures. These people just come in like nameless C3. But I do kind of like some of the stuff.
You're not gonna bring that up, okay? You're not talking about that right now.
I'm talking about the people who can just walk into an arena and affect an event. And nobody's stopping them, no security. And if they can't be stopped by security, like National Guard, like something, like it's weird for them to be able to have a free roam. So,
they did beef up the security that after the first week of the attack, they did beef up security.
Okay.
They had to show. Yeah, remember they had a lot of the security, just extra security around the ring, around the around the commentary and shit like that.
Yeah, because they was getting laid out still. They were still getting laid out.
They're still getting laid out.
Lights go down and everybody would get laid out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more men, but not more.
They right, but like the whole taking pictures and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like we know who these people are, right?
And see, I don't follow these people on socials.
Right. But we know that Bo is leading this charge. We know Bo is leading the charge.
Right.
Right. We know we know who these characters are. Joe Gacy was already somebody. Nikki Ash was already somebody. You know what I'm saying? Dexter Loomis was already a person.
Yeah.
They're still themselves. They're just in the Wyatt Six. Even Eric Rowan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're just in the Wyatt Six. So for them, I did also say that though, like the luster, that spooky factor, that eerie factor is going to go away a bit once they take the mask off. Mm-hmm. Once they have to actually have a match in a fully lit arena. Yeah. A lot of that is going to go away. Yeah. But with that said, they still look badass once they took their mask off.
Yeah.
The presentation is still there. Job. Yeah, the presentation's still there. So.
Yeah. And I like Gacy. I liked him in NXT. So I like what he brings. Even in the ring, I kind of like his ability to high pain threshold. Like they play him up to be able to take pain. So that's going to play well with the YS6. But so far, man, it's been interesting. But I'm not a big fan of horror. Like the horror genre as a whole, I'm not a big fan of that. So what do you think about that as far as like, this is the whole, looks like the PG era is coming to an end with them moving over to Netflix. So how do you feel about them introducing this horror element and some of the more like risque, the live, the lick, the lick her around the world, mommy. So
Buddy Matthews at the house punching the air. Man. What the fuck she do? So okay, let me go on everything else. They're going to have to edge it up a little bit. They're gonna have to ramp it up a little bit going over to Netflix, because that's just the nature of the beast over on Netflix. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got you're gonna have the freedom. It's a subscription. Like, take advantage of that. Right? We're out of the PG era. We are definitely in a more mature time and day, and you can still present, like, the Cody Rhodes presentation isn't gonna change. That's still gonna be kid friendly, because it's not going to just be on Netflix. You're gonna have the live shows. Like, the live element is still gonna be there, so the people gonna go. And then I think I don't think it's gonna be just SmackDown. It's one of them shows. One or two of the shows is still gonna be on free TV. I think it's SmackDown.
Yeah, it's gonna be on USA. It's moving to USA.
Right. So you still have that level of product, which is going to be more geared towards PG. It's just Raw is going to be able to be raw. You know what I'm saying? Which is what Vince intended it to be. Like, he wanted it to be that grimy and gritty, edgy kind of content. It can go easily back to the Attitude Era level, but we're in a very cool era right now. So it's going to be fun to see. With that being said, the whole horror presentation, the spooky yuki, everybody's doing it. I'm over it. Everybody's got one, and I'm kind of over it. Like, almost every gimmick is dark, black leather, black clothes, edgy, spooky type of. And I get it's wrestling. It's supposed to be great, but just something about too much of that. Like, Judgment Day has a good balance of it. Right? But then they bounce between different aesthetics. Like, they could be like, first they was just a bunch of golf people, then they kind of turned into a biker gang. Now they're back to just being. Now they're almost just a wrestling faction. Then they don't have that identity anymore. They're back just being your wrestling faction. With all of those aesthetics wrapped into one. So I'm glad they did. And I felt like they was going to try to go down the supernatural type of route. And I'm glad they didn't. Yeah, I'm glad they did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because with Brood Edge, they'd have went down the motherfucking supernatural. If they were still with Edge. Because that's what he wanted to do, I think. Was go down that supernatural kind of route. So no, I am a little burnt out on that because everybody has it. Like every promotion has it. Everybody's presenting in that way almost. So, you know, but I guess like you gotta give them a pass because they're part of one of not the original ones, but they're part of one of the good. It's a good presentation with the Wyatts, you know what I'm saying? Because they haven't actually done anything supernatural. Yeah, they've been more spooky. So I can do spooky. Just don't start leaning over into the we got superpower. Y'all can just be spooky, be creepy.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
No, I'm with you on that, man. Another faction I wanted to ask you about, but they just made another appearance. They had to pop up and show somebody. Damage Control. So I wanted to ask you about them. Who's struggling more post breakup, Bayley or Damage Control? I know Bayley's a champ, but her matches they haven't been giving. The feuds. It ain't been landing until recently. I would say it's starting to pick up with her and Nia and Tiffany. But for a minute, it was looking sus. It was looking real sus with Bayley. She wasn't getting major appearances. She wasn't on the last PLE. So it's like then she fought on the next day with Piper, but Piper got introduced in the second. Like it was weird because Bayley got introduced first, like the contender. So it's like I guess maybe now they're about to start pushing it because I think the Nia Tiffy is about to pick up. I think that's about to be a thing. I like it, but Damage Control has been kind of invisible. They were doing the whole EO Skies going crazy type thing for a quick second, but they just attacked the stud line. They just attacked stud. They just attacked stud line after stud line was fighting off Carter Chance and the Puerto Rican princess, Queen Selena. So it was a weird. Yeah. So yeah, who you think's suffering more? Who you think needs more help? As far as on the business side, on the booking side.
So one thing I noticed about Bayley's feuds is that this is the first one, like you said, that she's actually about to sink her teeth into. Like they've actually got some substance with.
Yeah, finally.
Because everything was so intrinsically Damage Control that she had to kind of shake Damage Control off. She had to beat them first, like get rid of them completely, then kind of find her element. They really just stopped going against each other just recently. You know what I'm saying? So since this whole Nia Jackson and Tiffy thing.
Yeah, so, it's Tiffy time.
So with that said,
I can't wait for her to turn on Nia. Oh, that's gonna be so beautiful.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Oh, they build that up so beautifully.
She definitely catch me in. Man. Definitely. It's gonna be great. But I think Damage Control I don't really think either one of them been suffering. Like lacking. I just think everybody kind of had that post-Mania, summertime. It's a drag for that, right? It's always kind of a lull. Yeah. Everybody lull. Yeah, everybody lull. So
I feel like Damage Control did take a hit because my girl, Asuka. Now with her out on injury, I think they took a big dip. I think they rely on her and the Kabuki Warriors. Because Kabuki, they were flying. They were in the tag title champs. You know, they had the belts for a second. And then she had that injury when they lost them. So I'm like, I think they missing Asuka. Who I think appeared. I don't know if she wrestled when they went to Japan. I don't know if she wrestled. But I saw a picture with her.
Yeah, she made an appearance.
Okay.
Yeah, she made an appearance. Yeah, that. No, anytime Oscar's hurt, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And yeah,
because she, I guess in a weird way, she like legitimizes the entire group with her being there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she the head honcho almost.
Yeah. But not even saying much. I mean, I know Dakota Kai. I know she's the new mic. She's the new mouthpiece. Man, I think she's struggling too. I did hear about her like complaining on social media about like needing a chance. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't looking good, man. It wasn't looking good, bro. I thought she was out of here.
She is. So Dakota is an interesting case. She had a lot of injury.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got a lot of injury. Yeah. She just came back not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that she is good enough talent to actually give a push to.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what kind of push you talking about?
Like I'm talking about women's champion push.
Whoa, Dakota Kai.
I'm talking about women's champion push. Yeah. When Dakota is put in a position where the story is good, she's given a chance. Like she had a rivalry with what's her name? Tegan Knox.
Okay.
When they was in NXT. Like NXT Dakota was a badass.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When she was with Raquel, I think she was the NXT champion at one time. I think she did win NXT champion. Or Raquel won. One of them won. But when they was a tag team, it was like the little mouthpiece and then the big bruiser. Yeah. Like they was kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely got the potential. She's got the ability to do it because she's held it down before. It's just man, it's tough right now for her. It's gonna be tough because there's so many other women that's ascending right now. You know what I'm saying?
They got it on the mic and better physically. So it's like, but she's stuck, man. She is stuck.
Yeah.
But you had mentioned SummerSlam. Let me ask you, switch it all the way up. You think Roman's coming back? Because I do not want Roman to come back at SummerSlam. You think he's coming back? I do not want him back.
Do I think he's coming back? I mean, it would make sense. This would be a good time for it to happen, though.
They gotta push it.
Oh, like you got to get the civil. You got to get the. It's time for the Civil War.
But you don't think they should start with like Jimmy? You don't think Jimmy should pop up first?
Nope. It's got to be that bigger impact. There's got to be that bigger reaction.
Yeah, I would slow bleed that, man. I would slow bleed that. I would have Heyman first, then Jimmy, and seeing Jimmy and Heyman talk. Like just seeing them talk in the background somewhere, like Jimmy and Heyman. You see them like while they're doing somebody else's promo. You see them in the back.
One of them,
Then you see Heyman talking to Jay the next week or something on, over on Raw. But I would have a slow build of like breadcrumbs, man. Because Roman, that's gonna be a big pop. Whenever he comes, it's gonna be a big pop, and I think people like clamoring for it. Like I don't want them to do the Cody thing where like people clamor for it so much that they give it to him. Like, here, you got it. I don't want them to do that. I want them to believe people on this one. Like, do not make Roman come back at SummerSlam. Yeah, slow burn, man. Do not have Roman come back at SummerSlam. Don't do it.
Okay. So
do not come. Do not come.
Okay. I would say yeah, because you got to start building the Civil War. So it's either got to be a SummerSlam or there's got to be a Bad Blood.
Yeah. I just don't feel it. I keep hearing about it, man. I keep hearing about it. I started watching, a few things. WrestleMania. I still watch, Taking Home podcast. So I do watch a couple things, and they talked about it, but I just do not want to see him come back at SummerSlam. It feels too soon for me as a viewer. Like, I'm not the deep lore wrestling person. It feels too soon.
Right. And it could be. It could be. Like there's always this thing where you have to find a sweet spot with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to build it. You don't want it to build too long, but you don't want to rush it either. And I think you might end up with what you want, because that's how Triple H tells stories.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Triple H writes. Triple H let it build. He let the beat build.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely let the beat build. So if you looking for that, then when will he come back then? And how does he come back?
When does he come back, man? Like I said, it will be a drip feed. It'll be a drip feed. Every month will be a couple of breadcrumbs, like a piece. I would add a piece every month heading into like Royal Rumble. Like I would probably have him like all the way. I would play it all the way out, a whole year.
Yeah.
Whole year is slow. I'm trying to tell you. That way it would be ready. Like from Royal Rumble. What comes right before Royal Rumble?
Elimination Chamber.
Okay, so Royal Rumble's what, January?
Yeah.
Okay, so Elimination Chamber in December. That's where I would probably have him pop up. That's where I would have him not fight, but I would have him pop up. But then it'd be heavy. Like that would be like the pop off. December, January, February. That would be like heavy drama, all in on the bloodline, Civil War, and then it pops off at the WrestleMania where they actually have the fight. I would have that be the thing, the conclusion of the bloodline, like kill it off in May. But until then, I would slow bleed it with 1 month. The first month it would be like Jimmy, an appearance by Jimmy on Raw. Don't even fight. He just pops up in the hoodie, and then looking at Jay looking at him. Then like a couple weeks later, Jimmy and Heyman caught in the background talking. Couple weeks later, Heyman and Jay talking. Then they have a pass by. Like Jimmy like approaches Jay. They don't even say nothing. They just look at each other. And then Jay just like, yeet, and then walks off. You know what I'm saying? Like just walks off. Just pimps on off. Then Jimmy actually has to approach him. Like, listen, I'm calling goes to the ring, calls his brother out. Like, this is like 2 months into it. He calls his brother we need to have a talk. We need to talk. We need to settle this. We're brothers. We brothers. We started this. We the most decorated tag team in WWE history. We ain't going out like this. Call him out. They talk. And Jay like, I don't know if I can forgive you. And then walks off. Apex in the building. What's up? A couple weeks later, whatever, they having a conversation again. And they're like, nah, you got to forgive me because you forgave Sammy. And I'm your brother. So bring Sammy into it. So now Jimmy goes over, like this is like month and a half. Jimmy's talking to Sammy, like, you got to help me get back with my brother. If he can forgive you, he can forgive me. Sammy's like, nah, this hurt might run too deep because y'all really are blood. I was honorary Oos. You might have to do more to prove yourself, for him to, accept you back. Like I would play. I would play that whole thing and have Jimmy and Jay and Sammy connect over like the course of 2 months, 2.5 months before you even bring Roman into it. You know what I'm saying? Like let them connect them like it's a bond. And then have Solo start hating on that. He's seeing it. And then he starts hating on it. So they like find some kind of way to bleed over or catch him at a PLE. Since they own different brands, catch him at a PLE and start attack. Like have something to build that up without Roman. That way the Jay, Jimmy, and Sammy you already building the team. You're already building the Avengers. What's going on with you, Apex? Good to see you though, bro.
And shout out to Midnight Snacks.
Sucker! Midnight Snacks. What's up? We already had an argument for the day. Lovers Quarrel. Woo, yeah. But yeah, I want to slow play something like that, man. I want drama.
Oh yeah, that's that don't sound bad though. That don't sound bad. Like I can see that kind of playing out. Like building up to that last piece of Roman that would be needed to, because they're gonna have to start getting attacked by them, and they're gonna have to lose.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna have to get beat down. The new blood's gonna have to like whoop some ass. Like to beat their ass. And then you need to get Rikishi in there too. Been waiting for them to add him into the story at some point. That was just
awesome. I don't think they will. Until they're ready to kill off. When they're ready to kill this story, I think that's when Rikishi's gonna pop up. Like it's gonna be like
that's
one time.
You'll get to see all the elders. Yeah. Okay. So the reason I would bring him back earlier, the reason I would be okay with him coming back at SummerSlam is they need to start the ideal match for the Bloodline Civil War to go down in War Games at Survivor Series. Like that would just be the ideal match. You already got Bloodline history in War Games.
Yeah.
That same four has won a War Games before.
Yeah.
Roman, Sammy, and the Usos, they've won a War Games match before.
And see, that's when I said he should come back. That's when I said he was Elimination Chamber or War Games. Which one you said? Are they different?
No, War Games. War Games is War Games is Survivor Series, so that's in November.
Okay. So then that's a month earlier than I said.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So the actual match happens in November.
Okay, that's the one. That's the one I want him in. The 4-on-4. That's the one I want. Cause see what I want. Forget you. Hey Google, quit talking. What I really want is the callback to where Roman was beating Jimmy so bad. I want that callback where Roman was beating Jimmy so bad that Jay had to submit. He had to bow down. I want that callback. I want Solo beating Jay until Roman. That's what I want. I want Roman to be on Jay's side. Like I need you to. I want you to back down. Like let him go. Like quit hurting him. Like that's what I want. I want Roman to be put in Jay's place.
Ooh, so the New Bloods will win War Games?
Yeah, with Roman saving Jay the way Jay saved Jimmy. Like to humble the tribal chief, that ego, bring him down,
right?
To have to feel what he put everybody else through. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, because he is gonna have to him coming back without having to like repent or like kind of like pay his dues for what he did.
Yeah,
because he was on some bullshit,
crazy.
And him just losing his belt and losing the tribal chief really ain't enough.
Right.
That's where I'm at right there. IRL. Like just that ain't enough. You understand? That ain't enough, bro. So I can see that. Yeah. But that match would have to happen there. So they would have to at least have a match there. Now, one element that I would like to see happen is that The Rock is orchestrating the New Bloods.
Ooh.
Like The Rock is the reason Tama Tonga and Tongaloa is there. Like those is independent dudes. Like the reason Jacob is there. Yeah. Because them is independent dudes that had to go out and get signed. Yeah. And who's the one signing motherfuckers? Who would be in a position to bring them directly in and put them in that position?
The final boss.
The final boss. The board member.
That'd be dope.
You know what I'm saying? He's the only one that would have that power to be able to bring them out of where they were, straight off the street. No NXT.
Yep.
No developmental. Quote unquote. Laffy Taffy and Big Monger. No NXT, no, you know what I'm saying? Even though they went and trained, of course they had been signed. They said Jacob been signed since, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They had to just get them to That's just how they did Jade. Jade took a little extra long because they had to retrain Jade. They had to go from scratch with her. I already know they did.
Yeah,
Because she was trained by AEW. Yeah, she was trained by AEW. She was trained by them. So I know WWE probably was like, nah, we don't want you doing that.
Yeah.
We don't want you doing that. So you come on over here. You're gonna learn this. You're gonna learn this for a while. Because she had been there for a while. Remember, she was there damn near a year. She had the backstage segments and she was damn near near a year before she debuted. So yeah, that would be kind of cool with him being the final boss.
That'd be
bringing
cool.
them in. They fight. They go at it. I'm okay with the new blood winning the bloodline. War games. I'm okay with that because the final battle is with the final boss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they can come back and beat them. You know what I'm saying? The OGs can come back and beat them, and then Roman Rock WrestleMania 41. That's how you get to that.
Yes. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that's how you get to that. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
He like, man, you orchestrated all of this. You took everything from me. You know what I'm saying? Just like Cody said. Remember Cody said it. I want to take everything from you. And I know the perfect person now to do that. Now, you know what I'm saying? He said it in a way that where he would be on his side. Yeah. But The Rock can still take everything from him. The Rock can't be the tribal chief because he's the final boss. He in a different position. He in a higher up position, actually.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like it's like CEO, it's like the head. And then the head of the table is the tribal chief is like an underboss. He's still an underboss. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even though he hold a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I ultimately want to see. Either way, like that idea, that build that you had, that would be pretty sick. Just seeing them over months because they're gonna have to reconcile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna have to reconcile. It's gonna have to be a lot of hugs and tears in that motherfucking situation to get back right. Yeah.
Because the only other way that they can play it is with them doing it like the OG Avengers movie, where there was a lot of friction, and they gotta reconcile somehow to fight, like while they're still fighting amongst each other and getting beat by the New Bloods. Like there's only so many ways you can come together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would rather them come together like in a reconciliatory way than like trying to come together out of by force and then like we're infighting all the time. You know, I don't want to tag my brother in because we still got beef and we don't trust Roman, so we never like. I don't want them to do that. I'm so sick of that.
Right. And you don't want it, and you don't want it to be where we're all back cool again, just like out of nowhere.
I don't want that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want the force together where they back cool or force together where they stay fighting each other. So like, so I don't want either. I don't want to see that go. I don't know if you're still in the building, Apex, man. Everything's been cool, man. How you, man? How's the baby? How's the baby? How's the wifey? How's Columbia? Hope everything is good with you, bro. Hope everything is good with you. Mr. He said in the building, what's up? Just having a little wrestling chat with y'all real quick. Yeah, Apex in the building, man. He back around. Appreciate seeing him. Hope everything's doing well. But back on the bloodline, man. I know you ain't been feeling Jacob Fatu. Yeah. Why, man? How are you not feeling Jacob Fatu?
I don't get it. Don't get it.
How do you not get the small werewolf? How do you not get it?
Cause, bro, it's like comic accurate Wolverine. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Comic accurate Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? It's
he's fast. He's strong. He's vicious.
We've seen Solo.
He's got the wild look.
We've seen Solo Sikoa. Yeah. Like we've seen it already.
But he's not Solo. He's something different. He's what Solo was trying to be.
No,
Jacob
no,
is
no,
what
no.
Solo was trying to be. Yes,
No,
sir.
we're not finna just lean into. We're not just finna lean into our hard on for Jacob Fatu and act like Solo did a
hard on for Jacob Fatu.
Yeah. That's just
Come
all
on,
what it
man.
is. The internet got a hard on for Jacob Fatu, and
Solo was a struggle.
No, it wasn't, bro. Like, stop it.
Yes, he was.
No,
he had a good look.
No.
Solo had a great look. Solo had an intimidating look. But when it came time for the ring, when it came time to put Solo in the ring, it was sus. The first few matches were sus. Only thing he had nailed down was this the Samoan spike, which is nothing. That's a nothing move. That he may as well be with the Santino, the Cobra. It's the Cobra.
Now.
I hate that.
Now
it's the Cobra. It's the Cobra. Now. But he also got the Samoan drop. But his Samoan drop was sloppy.
To be
his
fair,
super kicks are sloppy.
All of those. To be fair, the Samoans have the most sloppiest Samoan drops ever. Like, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. If we're gonna get into the critique shit, the Samoans can't even do the Samoan drop right. None of them can. All of them look sloppy. Shoot. All of them look sloppy. They all do, because they just they all hit them in different ways, and they don't never actually really look good.
Yeah. But yeah, Solo, he just wasn't doing it. Samoa Joe about the best. Yeah.
With the Samoan drop,
Solo wasn't in the ring. By the time Solo fought John Cena, he looked a little bit better. He was much tighter in the ring. He could hold his own. He looked like he belonged in the ring by the time he fought John Cena when they tried to put him over with that. But even that didn't put him over. Like, it didn't land. He just wasn't, I don't know. He's coming into his own. I think this little head of the table thing is working for him. I think it's helping him come out of his shell. But yeah, I think Jacob is what people. Let me say it differently. Not Jacob is who Solo wanted to be. Jacob is who the people wanted Solo to be. The people wanted Solo to be more wild like Jacob. Not Solo wanted to be like that, but because Solo was always kind of reserved until remember when somebody touched him. When somebody touched him, he would snap.
Yeah, that was always his presentation. Jacob is the wild one, right? He's supposed to be on edge. He's supposed to be crazy looking. I get that. Yeah. So you have to, but I would suggest go back and just get some clips of NXT Solo.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, so he can handle himself on the mic. He can handle himself in the ring. Like, he's good in the ring. So, but in his role with the Bloodline, because that's how he's been introduced. We've only seen him as Bloodline Solo.
Bloodline. Yeah.
Right. So he was introduced as the more muted, intimidating. So he didn't have to do much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With him, less was more.
Yeah.
With Jacob, you're gonna get the craziness and wildness.
Buddy.
I just don't get it. It's something just ain't right about the whole.
Yeah. Only thing I can't stand is the face expression, because he keep doing that little that mouth thing, and I can't stand that. Like, why is your mouth always open? Like he's yelling, but he's not. It's like a side. He's like always quiet yelling, which is weird. That's the only thing I really can't. Yeah, it's all the time. It's weird. It's weird all the time. That's the part I can't get with. But the rest of that in the ring, he's been cool. I like seeing his athleticism, like bouncing off the
arm. He's super athletic.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, he's super athletic. But even to that, we've seen athletic Samoans. We've seen the athletic Samoans.
Quantum.
You know what I'm saying?
Happy belated birthday.
So, like, we've seen the athletic, aggressive Samoan. We've seen that build.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna completely write him off. I could be okay with where he's at right now. Like, I could be okay with it. But they definitely gonna have to find something. If they don't follow this up with something of substance with him, it's gonna be a failure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a failure. Like, he gonna have to build a personality, because the mute, aggressive Samoan, we just got through with that. You know what I'm saying? We just finished that. I don't like him being the subservient women solo with that damn necklace.
Yeah. Yeah, he is over the top deferential. The whole, that constantly that little praise posture. It's kind of weird. And you welcome, Quantum. You welcome. Appreciate you. But yeah, I get you, man. I get you. I'm still feeling it. I like the New Bloods as an idea. I don't think that they're pulling them off as well as they could have, but it's still better than I expected. But I really thought this was just going to flounder and fail and just be like kind of pushed into the dustbin, because it didn't look good at first. It didn't look sustainable. Solo didn't look like he could carry it as the new, but he grew into that little threatening, like when they put Heyman through the table, like that was it for me. I was sold at that moment. All in on the New Bloods, man. Laugh, you should be putting on the necklace.
Yeah, no, like for real though. Like for real. The Bachi Tonga. That's what I call him. Bachi Tonga.
Bachi Tonga. Him. Yeah. He's the one.
He should be putting the necklace on him. Now this nigga got an eye injury. Now he walking around with an eye patch on.
Yeah.
Like he is just dragging down the group like Solo 2 steps forward. Jacob 2 steps forward. Tonga 2 steps forward. Tonga Lord 17 steps back. As soon as you get to this,
the butt punch was the worst though.
Dude, when he punched KO in the tank.
I was like, this dude, man. He ain't. I don't know what. He must have took a headshot. Man. I don't know. Let me make an argument for this though. Having the biggest bulldog and the biggest bully bow down to you is a psychological elevation for Solo. Like that sports psychology type thing. Having the biggest, baddest dude bow down to you is like what they did with Roman and The Rock. Having The Rock acknowledge Roman is kind of that moment. I think that's what they're trying to do. I think. I can't say for sure. But that's what I would say. But yeah, man. Listen, moving out of that faction and again into another faction. JD. Judgment Day. It's Damien, man. Is Damien the top star in this company, man? Is he top dog material? Because me personally, I like him a lot. I don't feel it. It's not hitting me cortisone,
Yeah.
It's not hitting me cortisone.
Yeah, I'm with it. That's the thing, man. Being any champion following Roman, neither one of the champions following Roman are going to be like just world beaters, right? But they are, even if it's not his belt, every world champion now, for a couple years is going to be, is what are we? AD. This is AR. After Roman. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is WWE AR. Yeah. So every champion is going to be kind of filtered through that lens, right? Same way the IC title has been filtered through the Gunther lens since Gunther was the champion for 666 days. Because
I'm already off Gunther.
Right. I got you. Right. No, I got you. Right. It might hit a little different because he's still around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to make the comparison because he's still around. His botches been wild. No, his botches have been wild. But I would say he's definitely a top star. They just they got to see him like he's the Money in the Bank champion is always going to have a tougher time. Yeah, like Cody was legitimate because he beat the champion. Like he beat the champion in a match, in a full one-on-one match. You know what I'm saying? So that will always kind of legitimize the title over cashing in.
Okay.
Right. Because a lot of the cash in champions still, like even like back then, I can think of like Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler got one of the best cash ins ever, like timing, situation, whatever. But then you don't really look at his title reign as anything because he didn't beat a champion. He didn't necessarily beat a champion in a one-on-one match. So,
yeah, Take It Home podcast. It's classic in the building. The Classic Alpha Wrestling Talk, yeah? Absolute. And them crochet braids gone, man. Thank you. Oh man. and the little tri the tri bra strap thingy, that little 3-way bra strap, that was
nah,
boy, man, his outfits was killing me.
He's not gonna let that go. You might get him to drop the crochet braids, but you're not gonna get him to drop
the braids. Are gonna come back.
You're not gonna get him
coming back too.
You're not gonna get him to stop wearing the bustier. It's not gonna happen.
He be wearing Rhea's tops, man. He be coming out Rhea's clothes. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I know y'all share a locker room. But bro.
He be like, girl, where did you get that top from?
Yeah. Boy, he be coming out her little courses. I be like, bro, stop.
Hold on, wait. They had something. Damn, I can't remember who they had. He might know.
I did see him palming like a rock. I thought it was a rock. He was palming like a rock a second ago, like twiddling it.
Hey, look,
might have been a crystal.
I was honest. That's all I can say. But I'm gonna handle that. Okay, that's at a later date. I'm gonna handle that. But yeah, it was it was something. It was something with him and somebody else, dude. It was one of the newer females. They got signed. I think it was the Stephanie somebody.
Okay.
But they called him that bisexual Undertaker. They called her something. I can't remember now. It was dead. Right in my head, now it's gone. But yeah, that whole presentation, that's still gonna be there. But Snacks did have a good point. He gonna be better as a face. When he turned face, like because he's proceeding to that. Right, you know what I'm saying? He backed out of the gentleman's agreement with him and Seth. He said, "No, I'm gonna give you a title shot whenever you want it." You know what I'm saying? He been super respectful to everybody.
Yep.
Like even the people, like even Jay and Dom with the whole Rhea thing.
Yep.
He's almost neutral. Even though he should be signed with Dom, he almost like, hey, you gonna cousin shit. He giving him the Drewski then.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
All time.
What you want me to do? So he's starting to lean that way, and he'll definitely be better at the face. He didn't want to beat up Truth for real.
He didn't want to beat Truth up. He didn't want to beat up Truth.
Yeah. He didn't want to really beat up our Truth. The only
he's been wanting to stand on his own. He's been wanting to win by himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He wanted to get honorable wins. I think who was the one? Now he wasn't with what's the name? JD getting in though. He definitely wasn't feeling that.
Nah.
He wasn't feeling that.
Other than Finn. Finn was pushing that one. Man.
Finn was pushing hard on that one. That was probably the only time Damian was like, no. And that's how he sound too. No.
I'm not feeling it because I promise you, Punk, Drew, Seth, they all feel like top tier. Like they all feel like they could carry a title. Gunther, maybe because of his IC reign, he feels like he could carry the title. Like when him and when him and Damian are both in the ring together, Damian's got the title, but Gunther has the presence. Gunther feels like a champ. And again, it might be because of the IC reign. I'll give it to him on that. But Damian he does not carry it well.
No, that's kind of going to the point that I was saying though. You talking about multiple time champions, established champions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Seth, multi-time champion.
So
Drew, multi-time champion. Right. Punk is CM Punk. So that's that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Gunther's, like I said, Gunther coming off a 666-day reign. You know what I'm saying? So he's already got, and he's Gunther firmly establishing who Gunther is. Like, yeah, and Gunther do be, dog. I don't even think he be really trying to be for real. He just super unintentionally funny.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Damian might need time to figure out who he is, but man, he got the belt on him. You how much time do you give somebody to figure out who they are as a champion before they end up taking the belt? I mean, because you know they're about to take the belt off of him soon. He ain't about to carry that long.
I think he beats Gunther at SummerSlam.
Okay.
Clean.
Okay. That'd be cool. That'd be cool for him, and hopefully he figures out what his role is. Because that tweener, that heel face, that like trying to lean face, but not fully because you still got the faction he's going to separate from. I don't know how it's going to work out. Right now, like the execution of it feels unbalanced.
So
the heel face thing, because like the faction feels heel, he feels face, so it feels.
But that's
kind of.
But part of the faction feels heel. Only part of the faction feels heel. Like Dominic is getting booed. Dominic truly doesn't feel like a heel though.
He doesn't.
Like people just like booing Dominic Mysterio.
Yes.
Shit. Yes. He's a young asshole.
But he's a heel. Like he's a heel, but he's like that little petulant heel. You know what I'm saying? He's you know the Eddie Guerrero beg in the corner. You know, low blow. He's that.
Right. Yeah, chicken shit. Yeah, chicken shit here. Yeah. Finn, I guess Finn would be a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Finn definitely heel up. JD definitely heel. But then Rhea. Then you get to Rhea. Rhea's a tweener.
She is.
She too over to be full heel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In her beef with Liv is the heel.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? She gaslighting the fuck out of Rhea, manipulating the fuck out of Dom.
Man.
So that's why I say Dom ain't no heel, because shit, Dom just pussy boy. and it's okay, because look,
yes, sir.
Look, a lot of men want to be in Dom position right now.
Man,
I'm
all of them.
I wanna. Please lick my face, Rhea. Okay.
Oh shoot. So what about him choosing Mommy over Liv? Do you think they're gonna pull a fast one, a curveball on that one? Or do you think that's gonna stay? Okay.
Hell yeah, they finna pull a fast one. No, it's finna be some bullshit. Oh man, it's gonna be heartbreaking too, man. It's gonna be heartbreaking.
Damn, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, man.
He would need that, because guess what? Turning on Rhea would definitely make you a heel.
Yeah, man. I couldn't imagine how much louder they could boo him.
Yeah,
he actually did Rhea dirty
and costed the title.
In which they would boo him.
Man, because everybody loved Mommy. Everybody.
Yeah. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine that. I don't want to see that. I keep hearing about it, but I don't want to believe it. I don't want to see it. But I don't know how much. That's what I was going to ask. Like, what do you think JD can do going forward? Like, as a group, man. Like, going through, like, person by person or group, like, tag team, Rhea and Dom, Damian. What do you see for them going forward?
So,
okay.
I don't want to say full-fledged breakup.
Okay.
But I see them falling out in almost like a reverse order.
And they got a backstabber. I forgot. They got the backstabber hanging around too.
Carlito? Yeah, Carlito will turn your ass in a minute. Yeah. Carlito will turn on your ass in a high minute. Fuck, Summers. I mean, okay. If he turned on Rhea, ain't no coming back.
Yeah,
ain't no coming back to the Judgment Day. So he gonna be done. He gonna have to be out of there. Cause ain't no coming back. There will eventually be is eventually gonna be some heat between Damian and Finn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Two alpha type deals. Like he Finn can't keep letting Damian alpha him, even though Damian might not be doing it intentionally. Even though Damian might not be doing it because he's never really been doing it intentionally. He's been doing a lot of what Damian has always been doing for the betterment of the Judgment Day, for the betterment of the whole group. That's why Damian always kind of been like the pseudo leader. Everything that Damian ain't never really had like an individual outside of the Money in the Bank thing. Damian has never really had like an individual kind of singled out, singlest, you know what I'm saying, by myself kind of idea. Every idea, even him winning the title, was Judgment Day came out and celebrated with him. They all came out and posed together with the belts. They had the moment on the stage like it was a we did it, even though it was his accomplishment. So, but even with that, like that's gonna cause some tension. And Finn is also former champion, former world champion. Wants the world championship back. Feel like he got, you know what I'm saying, the short end of the stick with the with the shoulder surgery. And now you giving nigga who put me out with that surgery, the nigga who I was doing. So red lipstick, the nigga that put me out with this surgery, you giving him more title shots? Because I think he's going to beat Gunther. I truly believe he's going to beat Gunther. Clean. He needs to. He does need to. He needs to. Damian need this win more than Gunther need the belt on. Gunther just had a title. Gunther's legit. Ain't nobody going to question Gunther's legitimacy.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? He just had a belt. Right. Damian need this. He need a clean win over an established name without Judgment Day and none of them being involved. Without CM Punk interfering on the one side, without a cash in happening, without all this crazy ass shit. Because all his wins have been, it ain't even really been, I think one was Judgment Day interference. One. All the other wins is everybody else. Everybody else. Punk sliding in to screw the count.
Man, that was hilarious though.
You know what I'm saying? Drew coming to cash in. Motherfucking Punk screwing him over the end. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. And Damian is a man of pride. That's he's shown that. He's a man of pride. So like he's for Dom to be that chicken shit heel, Damian is that prideful heel. Damian is that, okay, I'm gonna fight you, motherfucker. That's, you know what I'm saying? So for him, he gonna need that. He gonna need that. And I damn sure hope he gets it. I want the Damian Priest thing to work. I like Damian. I like DP.
I think he has a place. I just don't think it's at the top. I don't think he can. I don't know if he has that next gear on like personality to hang up there with like Drew and Punk and Seth and even that super clean cut Cody. Like it just plays at a high level. Like I would say A tier personality. I don't know if Damian has that in him. He would need something to come out that I haven't seen yet. And the closest I saw was when he got pissed at Truth and was just like on a rampage. Like he could be that, but he can't seem to sustain it. Like he could be the likable guy and then go on like them little rampages when somebody pissed him off. Cause he came in and like slapped the mess out of Gunther with the belt. Like that was a good moment. He needs more of that. He needs more of that no nonsense. I'm gonna come in and handle business. But all that deference and respect he's been giving everybody, I don't think it serves him. I don't think it serves him in any kind of way. It just makes it again. It's like, okay, man, I recognize that I don't belong here. I see that you guys are great. I'm not here, but he doesn't put himself over. He puts everybody else over. He doesn't put himself over. I think that's where he fails.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I did not. My bad, y'all. I just looked at my audio. I am sorry, y'all. I am so sorry to be screaming in y'all ear like that. I did not realize my microphone was that loud.
Man, you've been screaming at us for 3 years.
I mean, intentionally, not because my microphone was loud.
Gotcha. Okay. Man.
I was too loud. I just looked. That shit was like 160 out of 200. We don't want to do that. My bad.
All right, well, man, let's go to another dude, man, that's going to be competing in SummerSlam. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. Is Braun Breaker rising too fast? Just up out of NXT, about to be in 2 different IC title matches. Is it too soon?
Nope.
Okay.
Strap the rocket to that man and send him to the fucking moon.
Okay.
Strap it to him. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Braun Breaker is. This is the second. Second title.
Yeah, he
gets this.
Yeah, they can't beat him twice. That would kill everything. Can't beat him twice.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you. Although I'm not a big Sammy fan as a champ, I don't want to see him lose to Braun. And I don't even know why. It's just a feeling. I don't want to see him lose to Braun. Even though I want to see Braun win, I would have taken a different path with him. Like, I don't even know why. I haven't thought this out, but I would not have wanted him to come in. They gave him a lot of heel heat, which is cool because he was kind of like that funny heel. Like he was kind of like him and Baron. Him and Baron had that good little bad batter cop thing, and it was funny. It was funny. It was hilarious, and he's got some of that. But that mean streak in him, I like it. But I didn't want him coming after Sammy. I wanted Sammy and Gable, and there was one other person in IC contention like that kept coming for. I wish they had resolved that completely, but they just kind of pushed it to the side. Like Gable did have that match, but he hasn't had the clean. He didn't get a clean. I don't think that match was like. I don't think the way they played him. I'm gonna tell you, like there was a gauntlet match where they played Gable, where Sammy ended up getting that title. They played Gable and handed it to Sammy. I hated the way they did that. And after that, man, it has not been. I don't think they've given him a fair shot because they've been kind of tweaked him heel instead of letting him compete as the person that he was in Alpha Academy. As a leader at Alpha Academy, I would have liked him to have a fair competition between him and Gunther, but they gave it to Sammy. And then when it was him and Sammy, they turned him heel. So I really wanted to see clean Alpha, like clean. I wanted to see clean Gable get that title.
Yeah, because he definitely
let that dog head go. Yeah, he's wilding and it's weird. And now he's getting punked by the Wyatt Six. So, and he brought back the Creed brothers, and he got to get punked together because the Wyatt Six is on there too.
I mean, they gonna punk everybody though. Like that's gonna be their thing for like a year. They just gonna bitch whoever they come across, and that's fine because Chad and the Creed brothers are about at that level where it's not gonna really affect them. It's not gonna really
especially the Creed brothers. It might help
people wanted to see that, even still. Like even after the whole Sammy getting shot in the head and all that other shit, and they got shot in the head. But after that whole thing, folks were still like, okay, well, we see he turning on the Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
Put him with the Creed brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm with you though. Chad Gable made a lot more sense in the IC title run than Sammy did.
Because if Chad had won it and then lost to Braun Breaker, I would have ate that up. And then out of the bitterness, then turned heel, I would have had no problems. Wouldn't have had no problems. Like the same path, just have Braun take the title, and then then you had Sammy take the title off Braun for a quick second, and then they do everything they did with Sammy and Chad. Like I just needed one. I needed one breath in between him being I'm helping Sammy win to now I'm trying to tweak his ankle after the match. I needed something in between there for his motivation. It was just like, yeah, I need something else. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff coming up at SummerSlam, which is this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah.
Up here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yep.
All right, man. I got another question for you. That's a lot of people getting lost in the sauce. That's a lot. But you know, Cena, he announced his 2025 is his last year on Earth, in WWE wrestling. Compete.
Did you say on the Earth? Make it like
I did.
Did you say on the Earth?
I'm not being ignorant. But yeah, man.
Yeah, 2025. I'ma die.
That's
like,
it.
That's it. That's it.
I'm out of here.
So
yeah, exit stage left. But what legend like John Cena, AJ Styles, Randy, Roman, which legend are you going to miss when they leave? When they actually just stop competing? Who's going to be the...
Ooh. Which one am I gonna hate to see go? I guess I'm. I know Snacks. Yeah. I knew Snacks was gonna say Randy. Yeah.
Daddy. Yeah, Snacks Daddy.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Because I think it's gonna be I'm gonna say for all of them, I would rather see them go out reasonably than pull the Undertaker. I don't want to see anybody else go out the way the Undertaker did, stand too long where he could barely move. No.
And I think people are knowing that. Yeah. I think people are kind of getting that idea that they're not gonna go out like that. That's why John nope. We're gonna plan this. Yeah. We're gonna plan this exit perfectly. Man. We're gonna plan this exit the right way. We're gonna do this right over an entire year.
Yep.
we're gonna curate these stories and these matches. I'm pretty sure he going to, because he ain't stupid. He probably gonna find Brian Gewirtz, the same dude who worked with The Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dude who was the writer for The Rock. So get him, have him sit down with him, have him write the story with the rest of the writing crew, with Triple H, with all of them, figure that shit out. Now, what would be cool is him and Randy retire together. Last match, WrestleMania.
Randy and Cena? Dang.
Yep. Randy and Cena.
Tough, man. You know what would be horrible? To be as yoked up as Randy is and feel like I need to retire. Like, I would hate to be in that kind of physical shape, but still be in bad physical shape. Like, that would be horrible. Like me, I'm out of shape. If I gotta retire, it makes sense. But Randy is diesel. And then man, I can't compete because my body just ain't holding up. Like, what you mean? You got you yoked up. That hurts. Hurts to see that.
He was coming to the rep. He was about 3 weeks ago. They had a reel on YouTube. He was coming to the ring, and Samantha announced him at 275. That nigga looked offended. He looked offended. He was like 275. Yeah, we tried 295. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He a tank now.
Him and AJ.
Yeah, they both turned into tanks, man. You were
I
crying.
think, you know what? Those people. No, that would be cinema though. I probably would share grown man too.
Yeah.
One
of the voices in my head will cry.
I think it's probably gonna be one of the other guys. Out of them, I would be. It's gonna be sad to see. I'll probably say Randy too.
Okay.
Because Cena been gone.
Yeah.
You had named AJ. AJ probably on his way out in like another year or two as well. I probably ain't gonna feel as bad because he was more TNA. But I appreciate it.
I didn't see him compete as much.
Yeah. Even with me watching the product, like he doesn't. He's always been WWE that doesn't feel like WWE. Right? I
agree.
Like he's still like you're Mr. TNA. We know that. We understand that. You know what I'm saying? You just happen to be over in WWE for the last 8 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because I think he might be in WWE around the same length of time that he was in TNA.
TNA. Okay.
So I think he started TNA like 02, 03, whenever they started. He started whenever they started. And he left around 2010, 2011. Did his Japan thing with Bam, and then he showed up around 2014, 2015. So he might have around that same amount of time. That's funny though, because I know I'm finna go off into my ramblings and my thoughts. That's how Kurt Angle was. Like a lot of people, when you say Kurt Angle, you think WWE probably.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I think Perk. I think Perk Angle now. I can't stop. But I know what you mean. As far as the rest,
right. The second thing, right. The second thing you think is WWE.
Oh shit.
That's probably who gonna hurt. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna suck. Truth. I'll give you that one. Yeah, well, R-Truth gone. Yeah, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck.
What about Mysterio?
Yeah.
So Truth is over like Mysterio, AJ, Cena, Roman.
Yeah.
R-Truth is the one.
Yeah, Truth is the one though. For real. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Truth has been. R-Truth has been a constant in like a lot of shit. He always doing something. And say what you want, I haven't seen R-Truth do anything that I didn't like. Even when he was a 24/7 champion. And that whole running around the arena and
that was
running with Carmella and doing all that crazy shit.
Yeah,
that was still good. That was good. Now,
yeah,
if we gonna be clear, and R-Truth has the WWE record for most title reigns combined of all titles.
Okay.
And he's never won a world championship.
Wow.
He is like a 55-time 24/7 champion.
That's crazy.
So
I like it. Yeah, that's definitely
that officially gives him that officially give him the all-time record because it's a verified belt. It's a legitimate belt. It was a title belt. So
they need to say that more often. They need to put that respect on his name.
Oh, dude, I would have had a shirt. I would say that all the time. Like how Booker was 5 times. Yeah.
5 times.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
But yeah, but I was talking about with Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle had a longer TNA run than he had WWE run.
I did not know that.
So that's kind of how that same feeling with AJ Styles. Yeah.
But that imprint is too strong from that place. Like you said, the house that AJ built, but that was TNA. And then Kurt, he won his medal pretty much in WWE.
Yeah.
He might have spent a lot of time, but Kurt Angle, boy, he made that name. WWE, boy. Man.
Yeah, and it was like that same reaction. It's like, oh shit, TNA's getting WWE's Kurt Angle. Oh shit, WWE's getting TNA's AJ Styles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the presentation didn't change. They didn't go over there and become somebody different.
Somebody else, yeah. They didn't.
They was the same person. Yep, they was the same person. They just came over there and did that. It's almost like now I'm getting to my wrestling man for real. It's almost like Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Remember when the NWO came on? Right.
Yeah.
Sure, their names were different.
Yeah.
But they were the same people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I know Diesel and Kevin, Diesel and Razor Ramon when I see him.
Razor Ramon. Yep.
Right.
They were still them.
Yeah, they were still them. At that point, Scott Hall's he was just Razor Ramon for the rest of his life.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
even like as a normal like person, Scott Hall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you've seen the have you ever seen that documentary, the DDP documentary with Scott Hall and Jake Roberts?
I may not have. I don't think I have.
No, it's a good watch. It's a good watch.
It might be.
It's a good watch. It's super emo, some emotional shit, but it's a good watch. No, yeah, because they was down bad. They're down.
I know Scott was. I know Scott was.
Jake
I know
was
about
too. Jake was too. DDP saved him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it's a story how DDP saved their life. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good.
But no, that's to that point though. That image of you, even watching the documentary, you see, you're like, damn, Razor Ramon down bad.
Yeah.
Because that's just who Scott Hall embodied. He was still that cool. He was still machismo. He was still swagged out. Gear looked the same set of gear, just with different paints on it. Shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But the move set was still the same. The act was still the same. So, yeah. My bad. I went off into a little ramble.
Nah, you good. You got into your wrestling lore. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, do your thing. Nah, I mean that's good information because I didn't know that Kurt Angle had spent that much time in TNA. I only know him from WWE. Like TNA, I don't know if it's like my cable. I still can't get TNA to this day.
Nobody can.
So
that's been the complaint about TNA. Nobody can get it. nobody can get it. I can't even tell you what motherfucker. Is it on Access? I can't even tell you what channel it's on. I just watched the shit. I watch shit on the internet. But that's been the thing about TNA, that nobody can find the channel. But it's good. It's a good product. That's why WWE
I wanted to go see
with
Naomi. I wanted to go see Naomi, but I could never watch her unless I watched the clips afterwards. So it's like, yeah. So what do you think about that TNA partnership? Because they've had Jordan Grace coming through. They've had a lot of people. Joe Henry's popping up, who we believe in. I did say his name. Dang.
We need that clip.
Yeah, we do. We
definitely need the Joe. We need the Joe Hendry clip. We need the Joe Hendry clip.
With him just turn around and
smile. That alone has made the partnership worth it.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we know the Joe Hendry reference.
Yeah.
And Joe Hendry might be the most over fucking wrestler right now.
Yeah.
Just off that.
The moment they put that on the display in NXT and everybody started singing it, I'm like, I've never even heard of this dude. But everybody knew. I was like, what's going on? And everybody knows this guy's song. And this is a whole different brand. I was like, there's something different going on here.
Yeah.
You say he is over.
Yeah, he's super over.
I was like,
that's the greatest example. In a promotion you ain't never been in, your music hit and everybody
was singing. Everybody. I was like, what
right,
is
singing it. Right, not just going crazy because you're there.
I've never even seen this guy before. I've never seen him, never heard his name, but everybody there knew the entire song. And I'm like, how did I miss out on this cultural phenomenon? Obviously, this is a cultural thing. Like wrestling culture knows this dude. Like I haven't even heard, seen nothing. And I was like, okay. When I caught up, I was like, wow, okay. He's got something. Because his Drew song, I guess back might in TNA or so, I don't know what promotion it was. He did a song about Drew, was hilarious. I'm Drew, da boo dee, da boo da, but he had a whole song. I was like, this dude is crazy.
He got it though, man. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah,
he got it. So you got that, and then so Jordan Grace wasn't the first Knockouts champion.
Okay,
they actually had who was that? Fuck, why I can't think of his name. Not Trish Stratus. Fuck, Mickey James. God damn it.
Okay.
I don't know why I couldn't grab.
She showed up in the Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah. So that was the first time.
Yeah.
So that's when they dipped the toe, because they had to make it right with her. They did. WWE did her bubble. Like, if you hear the story about how she got like fired, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. Like they sent her all her shit in a garbage bag.
Wow.
Fired her.
That's dirt. That's dirt.
Scooped her shit up and send it to her in a garbage bag.
That's dirt.
Damn.
Literally in a garbage bag. Dang.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not cool. WWE, man, they can play. They'll do some people right, and they will treat some people like complete trash. No pun intended. Now that's one thing I hate, like the love hate I have with WWE, because I recognize they're like a predatory business, like anybody else. They will completely exploit somebody, like to the point that they're like destitute. Like they, like you got to pay for your own insurance, got to pay for your own this, got to pay for your own that, because you're an independent contractor. They'll exploit the mess out of you, but then somebody else they'll take care of for life. And it's like you got to get in with the right people. I hate knowing that. It feels like that, like kind of like loving the NFL. Like, man, I love football, but the NFL be doing people dirt. I hate knowing.
Yeah, know how they get down.
How they be moving. Yeah. Because speaking of, how do you feel about Bobby, MVP, and Tamina?
I mean, well, okay. As far as I knew, Tamina was retired. So whatever type of her getting released or her leaving or getting out of her contract, when was the last time you even seen her?
I had, and I was curious when we did that Bay bracket. When I saw Tamina was still on the roster, I was like, "This is weird."
Yeah,
I've been watching for a year and a half and haven't seen her. Like, I think I saw like at a Royal Rumble.
But she a WWE lifer though. Like she's a WWE lifer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So her whole career has been WWE, but she ain't been there. And like I said, I think she retired. She might be. Shit, The Rock bought her a house like a year ago. Okay. He put that shit up on his IG, and she just been living like, and she deserve it. Shit, she deserve it. She been with them forever.
Yeah, she held it down.
So you know what I'm saying, Bobby. It's his second time leaving. Same with MVP. I mean,
but they don't get that love though.
Get out there and get it. Okay, so I have been hearing that. Let's get to it. And it's funny because we finna have this conversation.
Yeah,
later.
The pride.
Yeah, because we finna have this conversation later. Y'all go ahead and double back later on about what time? I think it's at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern.
5 Eastern, 4 Central.
Yeah. I'm definitely popping up for that.
Let's go.
But let's get into it. We're black. This is a black wrestling podcast. It's black people talking about wrestling. So, we definitely have to address the little pink elephant in the room.
Triple H.
It's a lot of times that we've seen like the black wrestlers or the black wrestling faction not really get no love.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The thing with the Pride and the rest of the WWE is that I'm seeing too many black people actually be on. They treating the black women too good. They treating the black women too good.
They're treating the black women too good to treat the black men like anything.
Hold on, no. I'm gonna get to the Pride in a minute. Wes Lee in NXT has been treated really good.
Yes. He's earned it though.
Oh yeah, he earned it, but they treat him really good.
Yeah.
They treat him fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Oba Femi. Oba getting
down there eating. Trick, Mello. They down there eating. They down there eating.
Mello.
They're down there eating.
But they eating though. Like at this point in time, NXT is just a third roster. That's the third main roster.
Third brand. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a third brand. You know what I'm saying? They still on WWE contracts. They eat.
Yeah.
They on their way to go eat. They on their way to go eat big time.
Yeah.
So they getting the love. Here's my thing with the Pride. B-Fab. Love it to death. But oh my God. it ain't there.
No,
It ain't there. It ain't there.
it ain't.
It ain't there. Beautiful woman.
Be gone. Be gone.
I appreciate.
She should be gone.
Bingo.
D-Fab need to be gone. Not Bobby. Keep Bobby.
Hold on. Here's Bobby. We'll get to Bobby.
All right.
Say the prophets for last. I'm gonna say the prophets for last.
All right.
And I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna tell you why the prophets being involved is a problem. And I'm gonna tell you that last. Jesus Christ. The problem was the prophets. Hold on.
Oh man.
Bobby should have never left MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby's always needed a mouthpiece to get over. When he had Leo Rush, he was the Intercontinental Champion, and he was flexing and telling motherfuckers kiss his ass and all the other shit. He had Leo to get him over on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a mouthpiece. He's not a good mouthpiece. Hence why Brock don't talk a lot. Like they can say stuff in small bursts, but they can't be the mouth. They can't be the mouthpiece. When they grab the mic, it should be impactful. When they actually grab it and say what they say, it shouldn't be drawn out. It shouldn't be elaborate. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be the leader or the head of a mission. Hence why it's everybody can't do the why. That's why Paul was the advocate for Brock. But he was Roman's wise man. Because Roman can speak for himself. Roman can deliver the promo. You know what I'm saying? Roman can hold the floor for himself. He can demand the crowd with his mic skill.
Yeah.
Brock couldn't do that.
Man.
Neither can Bobby.
That's tough.
Because even in TNA, when Bobby was whipping ass, he was still with the Beatdown Clan.
Okay.
Which, just oddly enough, had MVP in it. It was him. It was them two and Kenny King. So that's the thing with Bobby. He's not gonna really get over. Here's why having the Street Profits in the Pride was a problem.
Okay.
Nobody wants to boo the Street Profits. They was the only genuinely overact in the fucking group.
Yeah. They ain't seem to want to boo Bobby though either.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about booing Bobby. Motherfuckers boo Bobby all the time. He been here. He's been healed. No, Bobby been healed by himself with the hurt business. You know what I'm saying? He's been healed. You can boo Bobby. It's easy to boo him.
So just the Street Profits with him made it impossible to boo him.
Made it impossible to boo him because he with them.
Okay.
Because when we seen it, because guess what? When we seen it, everybody was like, yeah. It wasn't like, oh shit. It was like, yeah, let's go. Let's see what happened with this. So folks wanted that to be a thing.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Because that's how they end up having the most babyface match of all at WrestleMania this year, when they winning in the street fight with Bubba Ray, who's the ECW guy in the ECW town, as the referee. Like, they had the most babyface match on the whole fucking card, and it was a street fight.
Yeah.
All four of them getting their hand raised at the end. They celebrating with the crowd, dude. They came out in Philadelphia Eagles colors.
True.
The Heels came out in all black.
Yeah. Man. I wanted to see that work, man.
Plus, guess who? Oh shit! Who did they fight at WrestleMania? You remember who they fought at WrestleMania? Nope. I can't stand his guts.
If it wasn't the authors of pain or confusion, if it wasn't them, I don't know. Okay,
It
I'm about to say,
is.
yeah.
That's
who they
who
were
it was.
feuding with. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
crossing them. Yeah. The dude who I can't. Everybody who gets sucked into the carrying cross vortex of bore and death does not come out on the good side.
It's crazy because I like this gimmick. I didn't know him from before. I like this whole authors. I like the authors of confusion. Now listen. I know it's like the authors of pain, but I don't know what it's about. That's what I like about it. It's like I know they're heels. I know they're heels, but I have no idea why. You know what I'm saying? They got really two big, beefy, brolic dudes. You got Karrion Kross. You got a bald guy who I don't even know if I've ever heard him speak. The old dude. And then you got Charlotte, who like interferes. I know they're heels, but what's the point? Like, because they're recruiting. That's what I wanted to ask you about. Let's get back to Bobby now, but I wanted to ask you about that too. It's like they're after Xavier Woods. And I'm like, why? He's always losing. I'm like, I don't even know why they're recruiting him. It's like you're trying to make your faction worse. Like, why are you recruiting Xavier? That's a downgrade.
This might be the only time. This might be the only time that him being involved would matter. Who would be the perfect person to save Xavier Woods? Just think about it. Think broadly.
To save, I can't.
Just think in wrestling. Like if you was to just think of wrestling, okay? This is the guy I like it.
To save him from Karrion Kross or to save his career?
To save him right now from Karrion Kross. Kofi hurt. Kofi out. Kofi can't do it.
Kofi's out, and Big E's like legit hurt. He can't. I probably would have sent the Street Profits and the Pride.
Mm-hmm. Big E
down. He down.
He never said he was out.
He said he was out. His neck, his back, his crack.
That was like 2 years ago.
Hey.
But you seeing folks come back from that shit though.
His back. I don't think he coming back.
It would just be awesome. I think that's what's gonna happen. Because here's the thing. Nobody wants to boo the New Day.
Nobody wants to boo the New Day. You're right.
Okay, so we're not gonna see and look. And why would they send Xavier Woods into the Karrion Kross vortex of bore and death?
Biggie ain't coming back, bro.
It would be worth it.
It would be a good payoff for the New Day, but it's the New Day's done. The New Day's done. No. Like to your point, to the authors of confusion, once you get into their vortex, you're done. Street Profits are never going back up. Kofi Kingston and the New Day, they're never going back up because they've fallen into the vortex. It's over. They're all tainted. But I like I like that jinx. I like knowing that if I see Karrion Kross feuding with somebody or they join the faction that their career is over, I love it because it gives me like a little side thing that's not official. It's like it's not canon, but I know it's still a thing. Like the black person dying first in the horror movie. Like I know it's a thing, but nobody will say I wrote that into the script. But everybody knows it's a thing. Now I see it. I see what you see. If you fall in with Karrion Kross and them, good or bad, foe or friend, you're done. So
you done.
Xavier, Kofi, Big E, all of them. The Pride, because BFAB's over. MVP. Bobby's out. Yeah. Now it's just the Street Profits, and I guarantee you they're only keeping the Street Profits around because old boy's married to Bianca. That's no. Man, listen, he's athletic, but he's a Ricochet now. He's super athletic, super talented, but he can't get over person. No, yes, he's a Ricochet. He's a Ricochet. He's a Ricochet. He's a Ricochet. They just got rid of Ricochet because Samantha couldn't save Ricochet. Eventually, Bianca's not gonna be able to save her dude. Money. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm
I
putting
can't
money
let
on that.
I can't let you get down on Tez like that, man.
He's Ricochet.
I'm not gonna let you get down on my wife's husband like that.
He's since Ricochet already exists, Tez is like a bounce back or a backlash. You know what I'm saying? He's not a Ricochet because there's already Ricochet, but he's whatever. He's the same effect.
Ricochet,
he's a bounce
not
back.
Ricochet. Bounce off.
Yeah,
redirect.
He's shrapnel, redirect. He's something, boy.
No.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on, man.
You see it. The reason you're fighting back because you see it, you know it, and you feel it in your body. He's Ricochet, but Bianca's still big enough to save him. Samantha, ring announcer, could not recoil. There we go. Recoil. Thank you. Snacks. So now we got Recoil and Dawkins. Recoil and Dawkins. They're done. They fell in with the authors of confusion. It's a wrap. Man. Let's see. Yella can't even emotionally handle just hearing that the Street Profits are done. It's all good though, man. Bianca's still in there. I'm trying to tell you. Bianca, she's keeping his job. That Hulu, she got them a Hulu show. Bianca did that. It wasn't him. Yes. Oh my God.
Oh.
It was not Recoil. Recoil didn't get that Hulu deal. Recoil is not keeping himself in the WWE. Listen. Like you said, there's a million athletic people now. We got what's his face? Mello Don't Miss. Super athletic. We had Ricochet. They threw him away like Mickey James's bag full of history.
Yeah, like I should have never told you. I should have never told you that. No, I'm gonna stop you right there. I had to go get something to drink first before I full on defend my nigga Tez. First of all, the Street Profits. The Street Profits.
Change his last name. Change his last name.
We'll talk about that shit too. Ooh, I'm gonna bring that shit up too later on. I'm saying that one for later. I'm feeling ragey today. I'm feeling ragey, but I'm being subdued. It's funny. Wrestling subdues me. This calms me. I'm feeling a bit ragey. We'll do that later. But no. Dude, no, we're not finna shortchange Ted. Tez has
a wrap.
Far like infinite times, like a metric ton worth of more personality than Ricochet. Love Ricochet. Super athletic. Probably one of the most athletic wrestlers ever. With that being said, charisma. Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Trying to tell me Tez got charisma?
Them being in the pride killed a lot of what they were. That's why I said them being there was a problem, because nobody wanted to see, nobody wanted to boo them, and they stopped doing what the Street Profits did, was come out with the cups, had the cups fall, do what they do. They was the party guys who was super athletic.
Okay.
Like the last time
so they
you
were
got
party people.
Right, the last time but they was athletes. They was fighters. You know what I'm saying? They had the title for a long. They had the tag titles for a minute.
Yeah, I meant the personality. Like they were just happy-go-lucky, the magical Negro. I get it. Seen it a million times. They were Coco Beware.
No.
Yeah, I get it. I've seen it a million times. Happy black guy. New day. There you go. It's a recurring thing with the black people.
I mean, if you want to start the conversation that we're gonna have later on, right now, it should show a trend that a lot of black people should pay attention to. Yeah, it might start off rough. You might have to be a little rough around the edges. You might have to heal it up to get what you want. That's cool. But when you realize that shit's good, start acting that way. Also start thinking that way. Stop thinking that you gotta still be on bullshit
Time.
Right. See, Crime Time ain't never had shit. That's why their characters was steadily stealing. They ain't never win shit.
Nah. Nah, I
Shout
get
out
you.
to Crime
Now,
Time,
Street
man.
Profits are a good tag team.
Sure.
I just feel like that New Day, that happy dancing, singing Negro thing, that's personally annoying to me. I'm getting sick of it. Again, like the conversation we are going to have later, like the happy dancing Negro thing to push the presidential candidate. Like I'm sick of it. But again, that's a me thing. I know it's still a social thing. Society still does it. You know, they had Kid Rock on the right. You know, we got Beyonce on the left. I get it. Yeah. You're gonna push people with some happy singing, joy.
Somebody, yeah.
I get it.
You ain't finna walk sorrow. What's the
solemn,
the emotion?
Serious.
Right. You ain't finna walk them out on stage. Sadness from inside out.
Yeah.
Would you want joy out there, or would you want the little blue motherfucker going out there moping and shit?
Man, but I had a feeling. I thought that this was my expectation, so this was my failure. I thought the Pride again, and the Pride was not even something they were really heavily pushing. Like sometimes they would say Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, and every now and then one of the commentators would say the Pride, or sometimes a graphic would say the Pride, or sometimes it would say Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. And I'm like, I don't know if they're actually pushing that name anyway. So like that was confusing. But they were all doing the little black fist thing, so that was like, okay, that ties into the Pride thing. But then when I thought we were going to have a serious get down to business, like that's what Bobby was pushing. Let's win, let's get these dubs, let's get these gold. I'm like, perfect. Let's have a serious championship level black group. Nope.
You want to know why? You want to know why it didn't work?
Because nobody wants to boo the Street Profits.
Nobody wants to boo the Street Profits. Nobody. They cheered when the niggas went out there and jumped because they wanted to see them go out there, because everybody wanted to see them whoop ass because they liked them, because they were over. Yeah. They wanted to go. Then they was like, shit, they ain't gonna boo us.
Yeah.
Then it had to be that way.
But it's kind of like okay. So like the execution. Let's go back to the execution. When you go out there doing the whole plastic cup spinning and it's hard to be like, I'm serious. I'm a heel when you're doing all that.
Yeah. But nobody asked. Right. Nobody wasn't. Nobody wanted them to stop doing that. That wasn't stale. You know what I'm saying? That I think, let me see. If I'm not mistaken, and I might be, very much so. They had the titles just before Randy and Barefoot Boy. What's his name?
RK Bro.
Matt Riddle.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think they held it. They beat Matt Riddle and Randy Orton beat them. And then the Usos beat Matt Riddle and Randy Orton to unify the belts. So, and they had that belt for a while. So to go out of their way to give it to Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, because RK Bro was over. They was the over tag team. So it made sense to give it to them, but neither side was getting booed. It was two baby faces. It was a great.
Man, I wish he had just put some shoes on. Oh. No, they were. That was a good time. That was a good time for the. For me, that was a good time for the tag teams because you had RK Bro, Street Profits, the Vikings.
Yeah.
Because Ivar and old boy, they were rocking at that point. Alpha Academy, like at that moment, tag teams, the men's tag teams were actually working with something.
Yeah.
Man.
And like
I was feeling it at that moment.
Remember the because I think this was like a pandemic deal. So I don't know if you was watching, but the Viking Raiders and the
Viking
Street
Raiders.
Profits had these vignettes they did, bro, where they was like, it was like anything you can do, I can do better type deal. And it was like the Vikings was throwing axes and like, you know what I'm saying? The Street Profits was like, all right, well, you know, we can't throw no damn axes, but guess what? Let's go bowling. Y'all Vikings, y'all can't bowl. And then you go out there and you see the Vikings do their motherfucking thing on the lanes. You know what I'm saying? They sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? So it was a whole bunch of personality went into that shit. Like a lot of people earned their stripes through the pandemic.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And the Street Profits was one of them. Because they put that, if you go back and watch that series vignettes and videos, bro, it was gold. Like it was must see part of the show. Like that was a part of the show that you was waiting on. Was the Vikings and the Street Profits, what they gonna be doing this week, type thing. Yeah. So yeah, it was. That's why. Hence why they're not leaving. They're not leaving because they know what it look like.
Not this year. Not this year. Not this year. I'm gonna say end of 2025. Beginning of 2025, first they're gonna split up the Street Profits.
They in there.
By March, Street Profits is gonna be split, and they're gonna be out by the end of 2025. Put money on that. But
I don't see it.
I got one. Nah. I got one last question for you before we get out of here. Kind of taking it out of wrestling, but still wrestling adjacent. WWE 2K24, man. Now, I wouldn't buy it because I looked at their DLC release schedule. And I got to ask you this question. What are they doing? Dropping a Post Malone DLC, and right now they're dropping a Pat McAfee DLC before Jade, Kyrie Sane, Lyra Valkyria, and Nia Jax come in September. Like, what's this about? Why are the real wrestlers not in the game, and all these sidebar characters are getting put? I'm like, I couldn't imagine. I knew when I saw that back in, was it February or March? I'm like, I'm not buying this and not getting Nia and Jade until September. That's stupid.
Okay. And that makes sense. Now let me kind of play devil's advocate. Let me company shield for the WWE. Let me be a
corporate.
Let me be a WWE loyalist.
Corporate yellow.
For a hot second.
Stone Cold and Angle. And
this game just came out when? March. Right? Now, it's just August.
That's a long time in video game.
But guess what? It's a long time from September to next March when the next game come out, right? September, October.
But it's a long November, time with other December, games that came out.
January, February, March. That's 6 months, right?
Yeah, with brand new games.
Yeah, it's gonna be right, but that's how you get people to continue to play your
reinvest
game.
In your product. Okay.
Right. I can't give you everybody right now because guess what?
Drip feed. You'll burn out.
You're gonna burn out. Same way you was talking about to drag the story out.
Yeah.
Long term booking. Right. Gotta be the same thing with that. It has to be that with the game because you can get burnt out of games quick.
I'm about to yeet myself. I'm so tired of capitalism, man. I'm so tired of capitalism. But you're right.
But I mean,
you're right.
In game terms, though, I can respect it because let's say like this, right? Even though I haven't touched the dynasty mode on NCAA, I can see how you can get burned out of that game quickly. I got burnt. I'll probably never go back and play. I'm not never, but I got burnt out of that underdog mode, boy. God damn,
that was hard. That was tough.
That was tough. Y'all had to watch that shit. My bad. Y'all had to watch that shit. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's bad enough to watch the MLB shit, but that was a struggle. Yeah, and I'm already I was already burnt out on it. I think I made like 3 characters, but that was fatigue from last year. I don't see how them can do that shit every year. I guess if you're getting paid, you're gonna put in that effort.
Yeah.
If you're on that level and you that big, then you're gonna put in that effort. God damn. I made 25 characters last year.
Yeah.
Doing that shit on stream for like 5-6 hours.
And one time I think it was 8. Like one time somebody's character took forever. Oh my god. Because it's 4 just to get the basics. Like if you don't go through the moves and you just do all the costume and stuff, that's still 4 hours. That's not an entrance. That's not moveset.
Yeah, because I was doing full entrances and everything. Man. So, you know, that'll burn out the longevity of a game real quick. So, and then shit, Pat is technically a real wrestler.
I mean, he is, but Jade is a realer wrestler. Not Nia Jax is the queen of the ring. The queen of the ring isn't in your game when she's winning the queen of the ring. Jade was a tag champ. So you can't have the tag champ in the game while she's tag champ. You can't have the queen of the ring in the game while she's queen of the ring.
But they always gonna be important though. That's kind of the idea with that too. They're always going to be, but they're right, realer wrestler. That's what I was thinking. Like,
yep, Jay's realer.
No, we talking about wrestling, right?
Yeah, much more realer.
Let's say Pat's pretty fucking good in the ring though. Like Pat kind of started the recent. Pat kind of started the recent trend of good celebrity wrestlers.
Yeah, Bad Bunny, Pat.
Yeah. That's how you kind of. But I understand what you're saying. Like Jade is active on the roster,
active in ring talent, traveling and performing.
Regular in ring talent. Yeah, that is true. I mean, you know, like I said, it's the summertime, bro. This would be the best time to drop it.
Because for me, the stuff you put in September, the NXT call-ups, they should have been in September. Like the Braun Breaker, the Lyra, the H-Bomb guy, Dragunov, Mello, have them pop up in September. You know, like that. But this, you can't have the big names push that far back.
So I just thought about this too. It would probably be and I'm anxious to kind of see now what the result of that will be in September, because now I'm thinking about all the games that come out in September.
Kiana James, where's she even at?
You got Madden. You got NBA 2K that come out like later on around that same time. Yep. You know,
that's too many games, man.
You gotta have MLB. I'm thinking about MLB too, because that's all the same. That's heavy. That's gonna be a heavy content time because that's playoff time. Right, GTA October, 6 supposed to be coming around. Yeah, so we talking about September, October.
Yeah,
because you don't want to just drop it.
I don't know when the new Assassin's Creed is coming out.
Right, new Assassin's Creed coming out. Yeah, so I would hope they have a strategy, because that's the thing, and you want people to kind of be enraged and then voice who they want to see. Because I've heard this already, and people have been saying, why ain't Nia Jax in the game? Why ain't Jay in the game? Oh, okay, so y'all want folks in the game. Okay, y'all want them in the game. Cool. All right. Well, let's get to it. Because I'm pretty sure they got all them renders already ready to go. They probably got all that shit already ready to go. Because they got I was watching some more other shit. I was watching the Comic-Con panel. Where they were doing the figure reveals.
Okay.
It was a dope video too. Tuned in because I seen that clip. It showed Zoe Stark getting super emotional because she got to see her first figure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like it was a dope moment. It was like a realization of her dream, her holding her figure and shit, and she kind of got emotional and shit. It's pretty dope. It's pretty cool thing. But they were showing the figures that they already had ready. And then for some people they were showing the renders of who's to come. Like they haven't even finished them yet. But you're getting to see the head and the body type, and you know what I'm saying? It's like this is the mold that we're going to work with starting from here. This is the base. Everything that you're going to see is added to this. You know what I'm saying? So they had one for like Ethan Page, Make a Difference Fatu, who was you know what I'm saying? They had a couple people. They got the final boss figure coming out too.
Okay.
With the vest. The first vest he wore.
The Versace.
When he came out, the Versace vest. Yeah.
Versace on the floor.
Yeah. So and then now if you look at that, that's coming out in August. You would have thought, well, shit, y'all could have turned around and made a figure for that right away. Well, no, you know what I'm saying? It's the interest is gonna build up. You want to see if people even want that figure first. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and make that one. Okay, cool. They want that one. You get and then you get to see their reaction. Now we're not gonna talk about what else happened at Comic-Con, Marvel. Looking at you,
RDJ. I hear what you're saying. My only pushback is the game should come with the active wrestlers who are active and on shows. When the game drops, your roster should be stacked with people who are appearing on SmackDown, Raw, and I could see an NXT DLC that should drop within 3 months. I would say NXT DLC should be within 3 months. After that, I would say your DLC should be the celebrity packages. The Bad Bunny one, the Post Malone one. Like if people like those artists, like that makes it incumbent upon you to actually bring out people for DLC that people actually want to buy. I show Speed, the Maverick, Logan Paul. A Logan Paul package with a whole bunch of streamers. I show Speed, Amp, Kai Sinat. Like they should do stuff that people want to invest the money in for DLC, but your main game should be complete as far as people who are a part of your product, who is part of your branding. Like to me, it feels like what you said, a consumerism gimmick. Let's withhold important people and then sell them back to you. Like it's like, you know, I'm gonna sell you this car, but you got to buy the car, you got to buy the tires in 3 months, so I can keep some steady income. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
That's what I said. It came out in March, so the game had been in development for a minute. But Jade had already been in the Rumble. But I don't think she was full on the roster yet by the time the game dropped. I don't think she has.
So Jade's an update, like a roster update like MLB. No problem.
So you're saying she could have been part of a DLC already? I mean, all of it. Like, no, I'm saying like. But that's the thing. Like once the game come out, everything after that is going to be considered DLC.
Well, but I'm saying they're roster updates. You can just update the roster because they shoot updates for games all the time. They tweak the gameplay for WWE all the time. Just shoot a roster update. They do updates for Fortnite, WWE, MLB. They update the game, the rosters, change ratings and rankings. So like that's not foreign, and they don't have to add it as DLC unless they want to sell it to you. That's my only thing. They're making it a microtransaction when it should be just.
They can't. No, they could just. And no, I'm with you because microtransactions can suck dick. So I understand what you're saying. Yeah, that's like that's super predatory. So I understand what you're saying too. Like just on the financial.
For basic wrestlers. Basic wrestlers, like people who are part of your show, Bianca, Jade, or a tag team. Okay, that should be a roster update. If you want to have an NXT DLC, so that you can play the people that are not called up yet, or Braun Breaker, who is God up, like bring those people into the base game, that could be DLC. Celebrities, DLC. So that's what I'm saying. Like they be tripping. See, yeah, they always add new characters day by day. Like, yeah, there's they all these games that have live servers where they got people playing online. They have active updates all the time, so they could update some of this stuff without selling it to you. But I get selling some of it. Some of it like Pat McAfee and Bad Bunny, and that's not necessary. I can see selling that for people that care for it.
Right.
Man. Yeah, that's my thing.
No, on that side, yeah, fuck these microtransactions though. I'm with you. Like it was, man. My new thing has actually been watching like video game history videos and shit like that, the interesting facts and weird ass shit. And it was just hard watching them videos. And you see the games, and you remember when you had video games, right? And everything that there was to get was already in the game.
Came with the game.
It was just a matter of working to unlock it. Like you would get a Mortal Kombat, right? I can't remember which one it was. Or you would get like a Street Fighter or something like that, one of them video games. Mm-hmm. And you would get just a couple, you start off like 4 or 5 characters. But you see the entire board where all the other people are going to go. You see all 32 slots already, where all 32 characters, or however many, 12, shit, if it's only 10, you start off with 2. Yeah. But you see all 10 of the slots that you're going to add in. You know what I'm saying? Or you get to see all the rewards that you're going to get from just the things that you would do that's already in the game.
Yes, sir.
And if you did get something, if they did have something that they would sell, it would be something completely different.
Yep.
Than just added things to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Alternate endings, not the main ending, an alternate ending.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because, bro, I've been it's certain games like, because I don't play a lot of the ending games. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do this and you get the good ending or whatever. Yeah. But to see that a lot of them, a lot of times, how many times they have put the real ending behind DLC? Oh my God. I would go off if I was playing the game and the fucking developer says they put the real ending behind. Oh my God. Behind the DLC?
Yeah, I'd be done.
Shit.
I'd be done.
Oh, it'd be man.
Yeah. Shoot, man, that's it for me, man. I appreciate you kicking it with me. I know we about to kick it in a few, man. So about 40 minutes time, we'll be live over there on Critically Drinking YouTube at Critically Drinking. So yeah, we're gonna have a conversation about this whole, I'm gonna say Kamala, but it's not just her. There's some other stuff. So I mean, I know Yellow got some rage. He's storing up. So come over there and kick it. But I got some videos we're gonna react to before we get to the Kamala stuff. I got a series of stuff. Rico should be there. So me, you, Rico, be chopping it up. That should be cool. Man, I enjoy these, man. I mean, we may not do it every week, but I'm glad you're willing to do these. I like that. I like this.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, man. All right, y'all. See y'all in about 35 minutes over on Critically Drinking YouTube. If you want to join us for a conversation, some of it will be about Kamala Harris, the new presidential candidate going up for the Democrats. Some of it will be about another streamer who's talking about African American vernacular English. That's who I'm going to start. We're going to start there. We're going to start there. She was playing in my face first. I'm a little triggered, but we're going to talk. All right, y'all. Hope you have a good day. Peace.